Sibo just joined me. Sibo, you want to do some padding as well?
I do. I'll probably get more gold than you, though.
Classified each from this hole.
All right.
Let's see who gets more.
Okay.
Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am here for the first time this spring on my Trout Creek claim. We're up here to do some flagging and some reconnoitering and some investigating for our machine operation that we got permitted for. We are so excited that we finally got in here. The snow has kept us out for the last few weeks. We finally got in. We finally get to check out the place and get started on this year's awesome adventure. Wish us luck, and I hope you enjoy. So with me today is Sibo from Canadian Gold Mining.
Hello.
And Amigo.
Say hi.
Attack dog. Our task for today is to flag off where our main pits are and to do a few scouting things like where we're setting up our camp, where the water's going in, where the wash plant's gonna be, all that kind of stuff. Our permits don't actually start till later on this summer, but we're just doing a bit of investigating now. Now, one thing I should talk about my Trout Creek operation here is this is a legally permitted operation. And we have lots of rules we have to follow. Like, you know, wearing the PPE, how many people can be on site at one time, what we can do, where we can mine, we have to stay within our plan, all that kind of stuff. One thing I want to say to my viewers, especially the local viewers, even though I like saying hi to people and everything, I can't actually have visitors coming up to this claim. So if you're thinking, hey, Dan might be up at Trout, I should go say hi. I can't have you here. It would be against my permits to have people visiting me here. And I can't stop every 5 minutes to say hi to more people stopping by just to say hi. 300,000 subscribers. A good percentage of that are local to my area. If every one of them showed up, I would never get any work done. So I don't want to be rude. I am very sorry, but I can't have visitors here on my Trout Creek claim while we're working. Now, we're only just doing our preliminary stuff here. We're not actually working till later on in the summer. But please, don't try to come up and visit or just come and see what I'm doing, because I can't have you here. Sorry. And on that same note, I apologize to all those people that I never return their comments or emails or messages. I am getting 500 to 600 a day now. There's just no way I can reply to every one of them. I've had a lot of angry comments that I'm ignoring people. I'm sorry, I just don't have the time anymore. But I love reading your comments, and I try to take at least an hour a day, every day, to read as many comments as I can. And I respond to a few, but I can't respond to them all anymore. Sorry. So our first job this morning is to take the GPS, which has everything marked in it, and some flagging tape, and go and mark off on that hillside where the pit is. Well, there we go. Our pit starts from our previous diggings, which is part of our disturbed area for the permit. So it's okay that this is like this for now. It will be reclaimed before we're done. So it starts from there. It goes, about 10, 15 meters that way. And we have a complete line all the way around the pit. Starting from there, going down to there, right back across up to the beginning. And it encompasses this whole steep bank, which we wanted. We definitely want to encompass that bank because we can get in from below and dig in looking for bedrock. That's awesome. Unfortunately, our GPS wasn't getting a great signal from the satellites today, and we're only accurate within about 20 feet on each of the points. However, I do remember from the maps fairly accurately where the corners should have been. And if anything, we've erred on the side away from the river. I think the pins were actually a bit farther out, closer to the river, but we would like to keep us away from the river as much as possible. Here in BC, we have to stay at least 10 meters away, and we're far, far more than 10 meters from the creek right now. There we go. On to the next job. I was hoping that the pit would actually incorporate this test pit we did over here, but we end up being, 2 meters away from it. I will check with the permitting officer and see if we can push it an extra 2 meters to actually stop at that point there. I don't think that will be a problem. Well, our next job is to go and scout the road we're building into the backside. Let's go. There's our test pit from last year and the last permits. Moving enough material out of that test pit, our estimation for this entire bench, this whole bench, is that there's $500,000 worth of gold, $500,000 worth of gold in that whole bench. Our next set of permits is only about 200 yards of material to refine that estimate and see if the 500,000 gold is accurate. If it's accurate in a 200-yard test here, we're gonna permit the whole bank and see if we can get the $500,000. That being said, it costs a lot to extract that. So it might cost us $500,000 to get $500,000 in gold. Let's hope not. So we're walking the road one more time. This is an old forestry or mining road that was cut into the hillside. We have to open this up again to get Sibo's machine into the backside where the other two pits are. Luckily, most of the trees on here are, well, A, dead, and B, very, very small. It'll be really easy to open up this road again. And apparently the moose uses this road too. Now this upper road is completely 100% deactivated. There's actually no way to get onto this road from either end with a vehicle. So we don't have to worry about the public coming down this road. At one point we might actually be digging into this road with one of the pits right up against the edge of it and seeing what's underneath it. I'll show you that when we get down there. Well, here's where they removed the bridge on us a few years ago, which made it so that we had to create that road up into this upper pit. Would be nice if that bridge was still here. Oh well, that's life. And this is where Sibo's going to be mining, the upper pits. This is where I did most of my work over the last few years. I am mostly interested in this pit here, moving up underneath the road. I think we're gonna find some really good gold there. Sibo is more interested in the big long trench we have over here because he thinks it goes up underneath an old waterfall, and he thinks that because of the deciduous trees that make a path all the way down the hill at one point. But the other pit starts from the end of my workings here and goes for a long ways that way. My reclamation from last year seems to be taking hold. We got grasses growing. We have lots of, trees and stuff down over the old diggings. Give this a couple years and it'll look good. Well, there we go. There's Sibo's main big trench all marked out. It starts here. It's only a couple meters wide. It's very narrow at this end, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes. Do you remember how long this is, Sibo? 85 feet or something? And it's just a narrow trench on the edge of this bank, so we get an idea of what's in this bank. This is exploration. We don't know what's in here. We're hoping we find another $500,000 deposit. $500,000 here, $500,000 out front. That would be $1 million on this claim. But this is exploration. We could find something. We could find nothing. We could have itchy socks. What do you think, Sibo?
I think we're gonna find something. I think it's a great spot. I think Don Hurd, the old timer, dug on this side for a reason, and we'll only know when we start digging. So very excited, very excited.
What do you think, amigo? He shook his head. He said no. And there we go. There's our third pit. It's not very big, as you can see. It's not big at all. The reason we want to mine this area or test this area is the old timer, Don Hurd, who mined this area originally, said that the best nuggets were up against the road near the creek. We think because this was the main logging road of the time that he wasn't allowed to dig up underneath the road. This place is completely deactivated. This road basically does not exist anymore. We're gonna try to dig into the road here and see if we can find the edge of his workings where he stopped because he couldn't go any farther, and then push into those nuggets that weren't touched. That's the idea. We do still have to leave enough room for us to get our own equipment passed down this road. So we probably won't go up to that line. We'll probably bring it back from there. This is my baby up here. You treat her well.
I will.
And find some gold.
Woo!
Now, no gold prospecting or gold mining video is complete without showing you some gold. So I'm gonna pull out my gold pan, I'm gonna dig from some of our test pits until I find something to show you, and then give you an idea of the gold we're gonna find here at the Trout Creek Mine. Well, this is the pit here that Sibo was testing last year. It showed us some good gold. Let's see if it'll give me at least one piece. So Sibo just joined me. Sibo, you want to do some panning as well?
I do.
Haha, there we go. The two of us will get going on it.
I'll probably get more gold than you though.
Okay, 1 bucket classified each from this hole.
All right.
Let's see who gets more.
Okay.
Okay, I'm wimping out. It's a half bucket each. I just can't do it. There we go. It's a half bucket. Sibo said he's gonna make his half bucket bigger. Oh, he's getting the good stuff. I should have gone for the good stuff. Now he's got a wet foot. Hard digging in that decomposed bedrock, eh?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. 2 half buckets, 2 pans, 2 people to pan, 1 river, no rubber boots. That's not good planning. Just putting the new material right on top of the stuff I've already panned. I trust my panning skills. Famous last words. Well, there we go. We just put the last bit of our buckets in our pans. The empty buckets. Let's see what we get.
Uh-oh. What'd you get? No! Nice! Beauty.
A little nugget.
Murphy's Law.
Really pushing it to call that a nugget. Really pushing it.
It's a picker. Nice.
Let's get out the close-up cam to have a good look at that. So there's Sibo's. He's asked me to make this look as big as possible for the camera.
Wait, there's one, isn't there?
Oh, and he might see another one. I'm sure this is at least 10 micrograms. What's smaller than a microgram?
I don't know.
Let's go see mine. Well, there is a bunch of little stuff in my pan, but there is also a very nice piece. And that's typical for the Trout Creek gold. The pieces you do find are very chunky. Chunky gold. So there's the first piece of the $1 million deposit. Right, Sibo?
Yep.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed our little working trip adventure here to the Trout Creek Mine in preps for our machine operation this year. We had a fun day. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patrons. Because of the support of my patrons, I get to make these weekly episodes of Dan Hurd Prospecting. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. We sure are. And until the next one, bye.
Bye. Bye, amigo.